continue to follow this breaking news near the White House. The National Park Service says it was a big gust of wind that, man, knocked over the national Christmas tree.
Yeah, Ardelia Gonsalves has been on the scene for the last 30 minutes. Dee, the National Park Service is still assessing the damage, and I got to thank you because she just texted us some photos that show us some images of kind of what that area looks like. Tell us more, though.
That's right. We circled around to 15th Street, and we, from this vantage point, have a very good picture as to what we're looking at. Very clearly you can see the Christmas tree, that 63-foot Norway spruce toppled over, completely decorated. We are hearing the contractor said they will redecorate, but as you mentioned, we're still assessing the situation, not certain if this tree suffered any damage in the fall. We're told around 2 o'clock that tree toppled over. That crane, that large crane that you see, has been here for about a good hour or so as crews try to determine whether or not that tree is salvageable and try to upright that tree. Now, anyone who's been to the National Tree Lighting Ceremony is familiar with this space, but let me just kind of broaden out, and you will see other crews here. We're just going to widen out this shot because certainly this is making big news here in Washington. Lots of folks concerned about what's happening here. But if you widen out, you can see the stage, you can see some of the smaller Christmas trees. The stage has been set for Thursday's lighting ceremony. And then if we can just spin over here, Alan, to this side, let's take a look at all the chairs that are set up for the many folks who will be here. This is a ticketed event, and so it is closed off to the public, and the public will have a chance to come in a little later. But that's what we're looking at. The Washington Monument, rather, is in the background. We have our chairs here on the ellipse, and then again, the tree is at the very head of all of this space here. So let's give you one more shot of that tree so you can take a look at that 63-foot spruce toppled over. Crews have been here for about an hour trying to figure out if it's still salvageable, but the National Park Service says the show will go on. Back to you.
It'll be a very different show. I mean, you've got the trees that are sort of around the centerpiece tree that will be lit and decorated. And I suppose if they can't get it upright, that may just have to be the centerpiece.
Yeah, I think it's a matter of, I think they'd be able to get it upright, but whether the tree is salvageable, whether or not it has sheared off at the actual trunk, or whether it's a matter of simply replanting it. I guess that's what we're hearing, is we don't know at this point if it's salvageable. But to your point, correct, what are we going to do if we can't light the national Christmas tree? Is this going to be it?
Well, maybe they'll have to come up with an alternate plan to just sort of relight all the Christmas trees, because you know all those Christmas trees represent the state, the territories of the United States. So, you know, we figured out how to pivot before. We may just have to do a very high-profile pivot again.
There is somebody all up in the tree.
Oh yeah.
Right now, just going inside, and hopefully this is not the lighting that we wanted to see. Let's hope that this is not it for the Christmas tree being lit.
All right. Well, we're going to pivot